Hello, I'm the Guitar Geek, and I'm a little bit soft-voiced today because I have a cold and I'm losing my voice. Bear with me because I'm very excited to say that my Katana Artist is now Katana Artist version 3. I have the version 3 firmware, and I'm going to play through it now and show you some of the effects and some of the new features. I'm very happy with it. I hope you are too. Watch me now for version 3. Before I begin, if you haven't updated your Katana to version 3 yet and you don't know how to do it, then I've got a video on my channel which you can click on one of the cards that's above my head right now, and that will show you how to install the new firmware. It's super easy, it's painless, it's idiot-proof, because if I can do it, then you must be able to do it. It's a full guide. I hope it serves you well. The only thing I did not mention in the guide is that with this new firmware, you also need to update the Boss Tone Studio. The good news is once you've updated the firmware on the amp, and this works for the 50, the 100, the head, and the Artist, once you've updated that firmware, once you plug it back into your PC or Mac, Boss Tone Studio will tell you that it needs to update, and then it's automatic and you can download it. Super simple, super easy. Let's move on with the version 3 of the firmware playthrough. Boss have split the firmware update into 3 sections. Number 1 is there's some new effects. Number 2 is that you can now adjust parameters using the knobs on the amp. And many people have asked me, what exactly does that mean? And I'm going to tell you in a moment. The third thing is that, well, the third thing is my favorite thing. The USB recording from the amp is now stereo on many effects. You could always record from the amp to your DAW using the USB. That's always been possible with the Katana. But now, effects such as reverb and the new chorus are in stereo, and this changes everything for me. This makes my life more even wonderfuler, because I use the USB recording out for Katana Tone Tuesday, so it makes it fair for everybody, and I'm not putting a mic on a cab and everybody hears the same thing. By making it stereo, it means now that the reverbs are going to be warm and lush and big, and that has been my bugbear with the Katana. Every time I've used the Katana live, I've used a separate pedal for a reverb. So I've used a few drive pedals, that's a given. But I've never actually used the reverb on the amp because I didn't like it. Now, with the USB, spoiler alert, I do like it. Let's do the effects first, shall we? Yes, let's. Let's do chorus. First up is some clean tone. I'm on the clean amp. Let's turn that reverb off. Suddenly went all mono. Okay, DC 30. Here we go. Let's crank it up. Let's do some... I'm not much of a chorus guy, I'll be honest. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it sounds nice. Let's put it up to maximum. Apologies, boss, I'm not selling the product here, or indeed ever, but what I mean is that didn't sound very nice to my ears. What I love about this chorus is it's very simple. It's like, chorus? Do you want some more chorus? Or turn that up then. The original chorus just kind of confuses me a little bit. There's the original one, and there's too much going on for my eyes and ears. Does sound quite nice though. Selective memory. What I love about this one is that it also has the echo, obviously. The echo, I don't know if you can use them together. I've been playing around with this. There's D and E. I don't know what that means. There's D/E or D+E. Is that... I don't know what that is. I want to say delay and echo. I don't know. But let's say it's Dave and Ernie. Here is the echo. Echo volume. Let's turn that up. turn it all the way up so the repeats are the same level as the guitar. Now, I like this. I like delay, I like echo, but what I like about this one is it's particularly analog. You can get some funky stuff. Let's try it. Yeah, so you can do that sort of analog style delay twisting and warping and stuff. You can still hear that this knob is a digital one. You can hear the notches there, but that's fine. That's fine. It's not as smooth as an analog one, but it's pretty darn good for a digital one. Before I move on to something funky, I'm going to show you this input volume down here. You can use that to overdrive this effect. Let's put that somewhere. So let's crank this input volume. Suddenly warm. You may say tube-like. And just to bring that back down again, do something similar. See? Nice, huh? Alrighty. I'm going to now go on to the parameter thing before I show you the wah and the graphic EQ. There is the assign page. And now you can assign up to 3 expression pedals. So you've got one going in the expression pedal of the amp, that socket, one going to the GAFC, and the second one going to the GFC expression 2. So you have 3 fully independent working expression pedals. That is funky. I've only got 1 expression pedal, so I'm going to have to get another 2 just to test that out. I think that, again, expands the capabilities of the amp somewhat. But let's talk about this section. This is very funky. This changes a lot. Knobs. Let's, for example, let's go to the booster section, put on a booster, and let's do something extreme, so like muff fuzz. And go back to the assign thing. Now on this booster thing, it's on preset, meaning that if I change the booster knob on either the Katana Tone Studio or on the amp, it does what it's always done. However, now you've got this little drop-down menu and you can change the individual parameters, or as Boss say, your favorites. So you can change one of them and save it to that preset, and then save that within the patch. So if you could have 2 patches, I guess, one, and we can do the fuzz and adjust the amount of drive or level, effect level, and the second patch is the same patch, but instead it adjusts the tone, and that is very cool. So I'm going to set this to tone and go back to the booster page, and now watch this. Wow! That is now adjusting the tone parameter of the muff fuzz. And just to prove that it's not just computer trickery, I'm going to go back to the amp. There's the booster knob, adjusting the tone. So let's play it. Oh, if you turn it all the way down, it turns the effect off. can now adjust tone and stuff using the amp, meaning that you don't have to, or may not have to, take a PC or tablet with you to a gig. So if you've got a parameter that you like to adjust manually during a gig, maybe it's a matter of muff fuzz tone, then you can now do it from the amp. So if I write that patch now, boom, it's written, it's done. Is it? Hang on. Right, where am I? Oh, I've written it to the panel. Let's save it on channel 1. There we go. Now channel 1, I can go off there to channel 2, back to channel 1, mess with this, and it still adjusts the tone. Wicked. So that's what the assign thing does. For the people that ask me that question, what does that new feature do? There's your answer. Let's go back to the new effects. Booster? No, it's in modulation. This is a new wah. So this is the 95E wah. Let's just show you what I've got on the floor. I have got this, which is the stereo cable running from the expression in of the Katana Artist, going into the hot tone, soul press, which is already a wah, and it's an expression pedal and a volume pedal, and it's mini. It's in expression mode, and the bottom value is all the way down. So it will now control the wah-ness of the Katana, I think. No, why is it not doing it? Aha! So I had to turn the actual effect on. Silly boy. Let's go back and just change that assignment to preset so that it doesn't mess with my stuff. So here is the new wah. I've just remembered that Boss have said that these new effects work optimally, or something like that, on the Brown channel, which is rich in harmonics. So let's play ball. Alright, that's very wah-y. Let's compare it to one of the original wahs, which is the cry wah. I hear a difference. I hear that the cry wah is not as, I don't want to use the word dynamic, but whoa, what have I done then? The wah 95 has more high frequencies, or is clearer somehow. Quick. So it is different. I'm not sure if I like it more, but I certainly do like it. I think it's a welcome addition, although I think it's a bit of a cop-out, honestly, if it's a big feature of a new firmware. We've already got some wahs, but yeah, why not? Now we can have 3 of them, or 2 at any one time. 2, more than 1. Finally, onto what I think is the secret weapon of the Boss Katana version 3, is this EQ, not the parametric, but the GE10 10-band EQ plus level. I think that every pedal board should have a graphic EQ pedal, or every setup should have somewhere a way to control those frequencies, because that's how you get a good tone, in my opinion. We have 31 Hertz down here. We have no business being down there as a guitar player, so I don't know why that's there, but I guess they've included it for authenticity. Let's do some extreme stuff. Let's take that all the way down, like that, and then push that up, just to show an example of tone shaping. This will not be a good tone, but it will be a tone. So this is... I think I've still got the wire on. Yes, I do. Okay, now it's back to volume. Let's put a bit of touch of reverb on there so you can enjoy the stereo note. Now, EQ. Now that's an extreme thing to do. You could have done that parametrically, but what you could do, I guess, is really shape some tone live. You can drop all that out. If you're a bass player or you have a second guitar player, you could drop out some of those low frequencies, maybe not so drastic. Just give that bass player or other guitar player room to breathe. And then if you want to make yourself louder, you can. Oops. If you want to make yourself louder, you can. Yes. And if a metal zone isn't enough, you can drop all those mids and add a metal zone for even less mids. You're welcome. That's version 3 of Katana Firmware, sort of broken down very, very briefly. It offers a lot more, and excuse the shortness and briefness and brevity of the video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you made it this far, then please leave me the comment. 3 is a magic number, or 3's a crowd. You choose. 2 choices, this one. 2 choices. Go to the comment section down below. Leave me the comment. Either 3's a crowd or 3 is the magic number. While you're down there, give me a thumbs up. I would really enjoy to see 1,000 thumbs up on this video. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, then click subscribe. I'll see you in the future with more Katana and non-Katana related stuff. Bye-bye.